Hello and welcome to this new VaultForge video. I'm Dennis, and in my last video I've told you about my VaultForge engine, what comes with the VaultForge cards module, what can be used to generate some beautiful cards. However, this time the VaultForge engine has been extended with VaultForge Advanced View. And what this is an overview about all available views in a base. So as you can see here, you can click on different views and can switch between different views in your base. It's the same like switching using this drop down, but with a nice overview here. So is that all? No, it isn't. The plugin can also generate that views for you, and that is interesting. But before I do this, let me delete the actual base here. Refresh. So yeah, let me explain why I'm programming a plugin like this. The reason for this is I use Obsidian for project management, and as you can see here, I'm using nodes for my projects, and each of these nodes containing some different information, and also something like a logbook or a to-do list. And what I would like to have is a link to a to-do list or to a logbook for the project, so I can see to-dos now next on the list for this project, or in the logbook what happens in the last time for this project, and for this and for this, for this. And of course, as we are using Obsidian, it's a good idea to do this with nodes and the base. But the thing is that we need to create a base and a view for each project manually, and this is something that can be done automatically now. So before I dive into how that works, let me show you how my logs are looking like. These are logs, and all logs have a tag called log. It's a log tag, and you can also see in that node what is the project behind that log. So this log is for the money project, and this is for the task cancelled project. And another thing, there's also a to-do folder where also some nodes inside, and as you can see here, the same thing here. I'm using a to-do tag, and I have a project property again. If I would like to have a log overview, yeah, for each of my projects, what I can do is I can create a new base. And let's say this base will be called logbook. And what I now need to do is I need to create and sync views. So sometimes you need to click twice on this button. And now we can do something like pre-filtering. So let me explain. We have a tag field and we have a property field. All available properties will be visible actually, and all available tags from all of the world will be visible here. We can pre-filter the properties by selecting a log tag. And now the plugin takes a look into nodes where a log tag is inside and limits the project choose field just to properties that inside of this node. So nothing more to do, just click run, and then here we are. We have goals, we have health, money, and task cancel. So these 4 views are for 4 projects, as you can see here. For the other projects, there are still no logs actually. That's the reason for why only 4 views has been created. All right, so but there's more. We can now customize the way this thing is looking like and save it as a template. Just like always, go to your properties and select what properties you would like to see. I think this is all that I need for a logbook. Created, file name, what project it's from, and text. Yes, make it big enough. Yes, we can save this as a template. So click on Save Layout. Oh, wait, before we do this, take a look to the Advanced View settings, because there's a field for the template folder. What is actually here? Templates, VaultForge. So this is where these things will be saved. Yeah, all right. And now click on Save Layout, and then you can give your template a name. So of course, this is a logbook template, and I would like to choose an icon that matches to logbook. So I've chosen to take that notebook, and if you would like to, you can give it a color like this as example, and then hit save, and yeah, all views will be synced. So you can now see that all of these views has the same properties and the same width of the cells. So you could also make some small adjustments like this. Hit save, then you click refresh, and then you will see that all the other views are looking the same way. This is beautiful. Something you can also do is, if you're taking a look into the advanced view settings, you will find an overview of all saved templates. So actually there's only one, and you can enable the Explorer checkbox to make that little icon visible. That is matching your selected base icon. So you will find it there again. All right, so let's do this also for my to-dos. Create a new base. Give it a name like to-dos, for example. And now again, click create and sync views. But now I would like to choose the to-do tag. And again, for each project, I would like to see a to-do list, and click run. And there we have to-dos for all the projects here. And again, we can create a template. What does not work is applying a different template to this, because the logbook template, as example, is using other properties and other tags than the nodes from the to-do. So if you try to apply this, you will have a pop-up here with an error that it is not working. You need to create a new template. Of course, say this is my favorite layout for to-do lists. Let's save this layout into to do and give it an icon like a checkbox, of course. A green one is beautiful. Save, and then we are there. All right, so sometimes you will missing a new layout here or something else, and you need to press refresh. Let me also enable the Explorer thing here, and you will see we have that to-do checkbox here for our to-do list here, and you can switch between all that views in a very comfortable way. As you maybe know, it's possible to have a link to a view and add this link to any node. So you can click in this node on a link and will be directly redirected to your view. This is something that can also automatically be done with this plugin here. The reason for why I've chosen to make that is because I would like to see the links to logbooks and to-dos depending on the projects here on all project cards. And I really do not want to make it manually. This can be made automatically. So this is called link views. The first mapping is for the logbooks. And the base the logbook mapping is looking into is, of course, the new created logbook base. The tag we are looking into are the logs again. The source links are project, because we are looking for project linking as a target property. So this is a property on your target node where you would like to see the link. And in my opinion, there's a property that's called logbook. This is the first mapping, and the next mapping I'd like to do is for the to-dos. So this mapping is called to-dos. So the base the to-dos are coming from is a to-do base. The tag is the to-do tag, and the source link will be, of course, project, because project and to-dos are linked, and the target property is the to-do list. We can save all the things and then click on run. And now, as you can see, 7 links has been written, and have a look to our base with all the projects, and now you can see that there are links on my cards, and these are the links to the views. So on e-learning project, click on to-do list, and you will be here in the e-learning to-do list. Or if you would like to see the logbook of goals, click on logbook here, and this will be the goals logbook. So this is how this advanced view plugin or module in the VaultForge engine is working. If you don't see the advanced view on the right side, make sure you have installed the VaultForge engine, and when you have installed the VaultForge engine, you will find VaultForge Advanced Views, and make sure to enable that checkbox here to show advanced view settings in the side panel here on the right side. Something else I would like to show you, the next thing I'm working on is called VaultForge Tasks, and what that does is it gives you some condition coloring depending on the progress of your project. So this is what it's looking like. Let's have a look to the to-dos. And as you can see here, we have a progress bar here, and we have a finish state here. Let's have a look into this to-do. This depends on how many tasks are done. Click refresh and you will see this switches to in progress, and the progress bar also switches. And yeah, so the progress will also be visible in my projects overview here. Now you can see the progress bar is at 33%, and now the state is in progress. So this is actually work in progress, and I'm really happy to announce that that will come very, very soon. Yes, that's what's all from my side from today. I hope you liked that update. I hope you like working with the VaultForge Engine. Everything is for free, but of course, if you would like to support me and my work, there's a donation button in the settings. And yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.